Welcome everyone to the Reignite Your Passion podcast. Here's Andrea, and today our guest is a Mystical Starlight Presence who supports the evolution and advancement of humanity. Julianna Rose, welcome.
Thank you very much, Andrea. I'm happy to be here with you and your audience and to share what I have to share.
Great, thank you. Thank you for being here. And where are you based?
Right now, I'm in Florida, the United States.
Okay.
Nice.
How do you spend your days in Florida?
How do I spend my days? I'm going to start at the beginning. 23 years ago, I had an awakening. And that awakening began to awaken the parts within me that at first were in separation, but then started to become one with my true identity, my soul, my heart and soul, passion.
Right.
And so now I'm in a habit and routine, a really good habit and routine of aligning myself in meditation every day, every single day, and basically every moment I'm in a life meditation, so to speak. And I am awakening to more of me each and every day when I do that. And it is my soul's calling to do that, because I am here to teach others, to be a teacher of teachers for global leaders and way showers and mystics like myself who are ready to train humanity to alleviate suffering and transform it into a place where they have more understanding of their soul and their heart, so that they can live their passion and their destiny here on the planet.
What's passion for you?
Passion for me is creative expression and my talents and abilities being brought into the public through my heart's calling. So passion to me comes from that spiritually enlightening place, that place beyond my limiting conditioning of my human self, and goes beyond those thoughts that I've placed in a box of my simple mind, I call it. And it's the place where I move into spaciousness and expansion within my being. It's the place where I've gone beyond my old beliefs and my old comfort zones of habitual pains and sufferings, and into a place of joyous wonder. It's the place where my heart sings with the universe.
Okay, beautiful. Is there a particular activity that brings up this joy inside your heart, this passion? It could be anything.
It's anything really. It's being in nature, connecting with earth elements. Ever since I was little, I had an insatiable desire and passion to be outside with the elements. And that younger part of myself already knew then that nature is innate in all of us, and that Earth is part of our family. And the planet that we live on and all these beings that are around us are part of our extended family and our ancestors. And the younger self of me knew as a child that, hey, this is reality here. This is real. This is what fulfills and processes more success within us, and processes more healing for us, and transforms those places where we have fear into a place of knowing exactly who we are and aligning with the greater unknown. So my daily activities, my favorite thing to do is to go out and communicate and take walks in nature. And, sometimes birds will come up to me magically, just, out of the blue. And then it becomes a pattern of, oh, here comes that blue jay, which, normally knocks on my window, or sometimes I'll interact with the squirrels or the eagle, or flying up high. I can see it, but it's a way of communicating with something bigger than who I am.
Just wondering if you could relate to an animal, what kind of animal would you choose to be?
Yeah, a dolphin and the whale families, the cetaceans, resonate with me the most. I have memories of being a water being. That seems to have come up in this lifetime. And I've done a lot of healing on that and journeying into, oh, wow, I've had many lifetimes in the water. Many dreams have come to me, which are very real to me. And even when I've swam with dolphins, it's like I've had communication directly with a couple of dolphins who were only a few feet away from me. And it was as if we were telepathically connecting. I'm not even going to say as if, we were telepathically connecting. And, those dolphins actually made themselves vertical so that they can look at me and have a eye-to-eye visual contact. So that was an, amazing experience. And I've had many journeys with pink dolphins. So, yeah. And I know that pink dolphins exist in the world. And after I had that journey, I kept seeing pictures on, social media of pink dolphins. Yeah. So they're very dear to my heart.
When you said a journey, what do you mean? You had a journey?
A meditational journey where I close my eyes and I intentionally go inside of my heart, and I go into a multi-dimensional interstellar place within me, which has my book of life, the libraries of my experiences previous to this incarnation. And when I access, some people call it the Akasha realm, the Akashic records realm. where it's, the collective subconscious is another way of communicating
Saying it.
that. And when I go there, it's a very mystical place, and it seems very real. And it is, because it's in my memories. And so when I access those memories, it takes me on a journey. And it's like another storybook experience, rather than having my eyes open to the exterior world. I'm going deep within me, which has everything in the universe that I could ever imagine.
Right. Great. Mystical Starlight Channeler and Healer. I like always stories behind, let's say, the past of it, where you really realize that.
It's not just one, but they come in kind of like pieces, like a puzzle that I put together, that this mystical starlight presence that I am has been birthed within me. And it started out, I'll go back to the beginning again. 23 years ago, I started to get this deep inner calling, and I really didn't know what that was. It was a spiritual essence within me which wasn't present in the outside world. And everything that I did on the outside world was not satisfying, was not that total fulfillment of my truth. Now, I go deep with clients, and when I first took my spiritual course, my very first course, I didn't know anything about spirituality. In fact, I was very afraid to go into that realm because there was so much fear that I was brought up in my society, in my family links. They didn't know anything about spirituality except the church. And so that was my upbringing. But I, for some reason, had a calling to go into the unknown, which was not taught to me. I had to go and seek it out myself, and for a very good reason, because I had to learn particular skills that I'm here to bring to the planet. Now, years later, after I had built some skills of shamanism and vortex energy healing and some channeling experience, which I had no idea what that was, but that was my first introduction to life in spirituality. I was meditating under a tree and doing some healing for a client. And she had requested that I help her with some of her suffering she was having in a relationship. And all of a sudden, I felt this presence within me and all around me. Like I had a spirit team who was connected to me on an energetic, vibrational level, but not in physical form. And this essence just started to speak through me. And during that time, my client, when we came out of that meditation, she had so much reverence and gratitude for that message, because it brought her back to a place of what I call home frequency, her true home frequency. and awakened a part of her soul that had been asleep inside of her, dormant. And I've been having journeys like that with people for a very long time. And they've been so out of the box, open, spacious, expansive, and nothing linear at all, to the point where people have called me the mother of the mysteries. And I travel and journey. I'm very comfortable with going beyond the earth plane into the galactic realms. And I know from my own history and discovery of my Akashic records that I've journeyed with many oracle and high priestesses and shamans of past time who have passed down their gifts into this body I call Julianna Rose. But my galactic being has been speaking through me much more. And when that happened, someone asked me, if you were to call yourself a name, what would it be? And I went on that journey for several years, discovering, okay, who am I really beyond Julianna Rose? What is my soul? What is that heart and soul? And that journey happened for about 10 years of going on this journey of asking, who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? What are my missions? What is a mission? What is the soul? What is that? And so this consciousness started to really get stronger and stronger and stronger the more I asked those questions. And the more I asked those questions, it began to speak to me as this star essence, this being beyond a body, which is just pure consciousness and pure light. And it said, you are there on this planet we call Earth to be an accessible channel to heal people's wounds that are deep within them and to access the unknown mysteries that humanity has, their superpowers within them. Through your star journeys that you've already accessed on several different planets and galaxies that you've traveled, and bring it into your universal being as just a presence, not just this human body form, but beyond that into a presence, just an awareness for people to realize that you're to be a guide for that great cosmic ascension that is happening right now, that awakening for everybody. So that's the beginnings and still the growing essence of what a mystical starlight presence is.
Who is a healer for you?
A healer is, for me, that individual who has the courage to go deep into their dark shadow places and love themselves so much that they awaken those unconscious, dormant DNA, cellular, molecular, atomic places within them, and begins to transform and transition into a place of transcendence and reconnects to that energy field we call God, Goddess, Source, Creator of all that is.
What can a healer do and what can a healer not do to others?
A healer can be a guide and a facilitator, but a healer cannot do the work for an individual.
Nice.
The work happens on a responsible level of the individual. They cannot step beyond those boundaries. It is not the responsibility of a healer to be the change for somebody else. The change has to happen organically for that person while the healer is radiating their own way shower light. So a healer is the guide, the facilitator for another being to be empowered within themselves, but not for them to do the work for them. That's getting in the way of someone else's life and uniqueness.
So is that what you do with your clients?
I'm a guide. I become who I am in my true identity each and every day that I guide somebody by being that starlight presence. And each and every time I come together with someone, I honor their presence, knowing that they are a mirror of me and I am a mirror of them for them. And so when we look in each other's eyes and we see each other's soul and heart, it's a connection. We are reconnecting them back into their truth by me just being me. Not me wearing the human costume, but that human vehicle helping me to be the soul in a body, to be my avatar self. And that avatar self is helping the other person know, hey, I can do this too. So if I can do it, anybody else can do it too.
Great. Let's talk about certainty. What are you certain about in your life?
That change is always happening. That's the only thing I'm certain about. Everything else is just an experience, an experiential experience on the earth plane.
I know that your mission is to build a mystical arts school of awareness for global leaders, way showers, light workers, and other mystics like yourself. Bring me there. If you don't mind, you can close your eyes or whatever you want to do. Just bring us to this place.
My mission and my vision for humanity is to transform all the suffering of the world to that delicate, magical place of direct knowing and connecting and believing in something bigger and greater than what society has been feeding on the outside world. and to know that we are all in this journey together with our uniqueness like a big, huge cosmic symphony, resonating and vibrating in all of our atoms and cells and DNA with these great, unique superpowers, which are still asleep. And I am here to radiate my light and shine it so brightly, like a star, like our own sun, and beyond our own sun, like the great central sun, so that it brings people in magnetically into a place where they are willing to go where they have never gone before, and know that it is safe to go there, to discover something new and fresh about their life, and to empty all their pains, all their fears and sufferings with going through knowledge and wisdom that I am teaching, that I am offering to the world, with groups who are spreading this knowledge and wisdom of the light from person to person, from community to community, from light worker to light worker, and sharing it out with the world so that we ascend with the body of Earth, who is already in her ascension path, who is already awakening and going from one dimension of her being to another dimension. And for us to learn all the natural organic things that we need to know as fundamental in a body in order to go there with her in our physicality, to upgrade ourselves to higher essence of being, so that we can once again walk as greater Homo luminous, Homo sanctus, Homo noeticus beings, avatar-like beings that we once housed on other dimensions of other planets and galaxies across the entire cosmos. And it's a step-by-step process of self-love, self-nourishment, self-empowerment through these classes and courses that I offer for humanity to wake up to their supernatural selves. And so it is. Namaste.
Nice. So let's bring one more question. What are the 5 things you are grateful for?
I am grateful first for my devotion and service to a higher purpose. I am grateful for family walking with me along this journey we call life. I am grateful for being here as a volunteer to assist humanity, and to do so with such vigorous intention. I am grateful for all my gifts that I am discovering day by day. And I am grateful for Mother Earth and all of her children.
Thank you. So, and I'm grateful for you being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. And thank you for your work, your devotion for what you're doing, and the service to others. Let's keep moving. Let's create a beautiful, beautiful planet for ourselves and others
Yes.
and every sentient being.
That's why we're here.
So, absolutely. So, where people can find you?
People can find me at J Rose Healing on all my platforms. On my website, www.jrosehealing.com, at Instagram at J Rose Healing, Facebook at J Rose Healing.
Great. Okay. So once again, thank you so much, J Rose.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for being here, and we'll follow you and talk to you soon.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Namaste. Ciao, ciao.